Welcome to the third video in our Introduction to Selling on eBay, Resources for Keeping Up to Date with Changes on eBay. When selling on eBay, it's suggested that you keep fully up to date with eBay developments. And unfortunately, there are many eBay developments, so it can be quite time-consuming. In this video, I'm going to give you 3 resources that are worth checking in with and getting familiar with right from the start. Then you'll want to check in with them once a week, or at the very least once a month, just to make certain they're up to date and your auctions keep within eBay rules. And eBay has a huge number of rules. I myself have fallen afoul of some of eBay's rules quite by accident, and my auctions were closed prematurely, and obviously I lost the money because I'd broken their rules. It wasn't a huge loss, but it was frustrating, so it's worth being aware of them at the start. So the first resource is General Announcements. That's the address, www.ebay.com/aw/marketing.shtml. That's for all general announcements, and it says, "Welcome to eBay's General Announcement Board, where you can get the latest eBay news. For information about site issues affecting marketplace trading, please visit System Announcements Board." So I'll open that in a new tab, and we'll come to that in a minute. You see there's a great deal of information here with almost daily updates. So for June 21st, new semi-persistent buy it now, a test in motor parts and accessories. And you can see this goes on and on and on. So when you first get started with eBay, it's worthwhile perhaps to take a few hours reading through these and taking some notes. Work out what's really important, and then just check back from time to time. But there's no way you can read through all this, so just do the best you can to familiarize yourself with it, and that's why it's suggested that you get started with eBay gently, so if you do make mistakes, it's not a big deal. You just might get your auction closed, and then you can just relist them, taking that experience into account. The next resource is ebaychatter.com. This is effectively eBay's blog. So here we have video interview with 2007 eBay star developer auction ads. Essentially, you could say this is a friendly version of company news. You certainly might want to read through this from time to time. Next, and very important, is the eBay Rules and Policies Overview. Okay, User Agreement. Let's take a quick look. And there's a lot there. I do suggest that, especially at the start, you print this out and read through it just so you have a good familiarity with the do's and don'ts. Chances are you won't remember them all, but it's a good grounding, and you may want to make notes or highlight parts of documents you've printed out, and the same for these. But really, just get a good grounding, and that should cover you, and then you can just get started gently. Actually, that said, you can see here that you can potentially get your account suspended. That would be a worst-case scenario, but it's certainly worth getting familiar with as many policies as you can, just so you understand the system. The way eBay polices its auctions is they probably have their staff members look through auctions, but a lot of it is done through user reporting. As you can see here, reporting inappropriate trading behavior. Often other people running auctions or buyers will report auctions they either think or know have broken eBay rules. That's typically how auctions get brought to eBay's attention. Finally, let's take a look at system announcements. Okay, scheduled maintenance, system issues, and so on. So for system issues, for example, it may be worthwhile looking through this regularly, or at least from time to time as you prefer. So those are the 4 tabs that I suggest you bookmark and read thoroughly in the beginning, and then read at least once a week or a month or whatever you think is appropriate, just to keep up to date with all the changes and so on. You'll especially want to know about things like eBay increasing their prices, which seems to happen quite a lot, and other things that would affect you as a seller. So it's important to keep up to date with this, But you needn't dwell too much because obviously the most important thing to do once you've had a successful auction that didn't cause any issues is to run your auctions and grow your business.